Hi everyone, I'm Jesse, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create this switch in a simple way. We will see the design, the animation, and how you can use the state machine. Then I'll show you how you can improve this switch to create something more interesting. So let's see this tutorial. Okay, before I start, I want to show you the idea of this switch. As you can see here, the idea is a mix between a radio button and a switch. And when the switch is off, the radio button is on the left with the gray center, and when the switch is on, the radio button is on the right with the black center. So, let's design this on Rive. I'm going to start designing the line for the switch, and for that, I want to use the pen tool and draw a simple line, and make sure that the distance between the vertex is 100. Remove the fill, add a stroke, and for the color I want to use a dark gray, something like this, and increase the thickness to 4. Okay, now for the caps, I want to use the rounder caps, something like this. Okay, and move the line to the center of the add bar that is here. For the radio button, I'm going to use an ellipse, something like this. Change the size to 40, add a stroke with the same color of the line here, and the same size is 4. And for the fill, I'm going to use the same color of the background. Okay, for the inside, I'm going to duplicate this ellipse and change the size to 20. Oops. Activate this and change to 20, remove the stroke, and change the color of the fill with the same color of the line. Okay, something like this. So this is the radio button. I'm going to select both ellipses and group it and rename RB. And for the line, I'm going to rename this line. Okay, now I'm going to move this here in the center and select both and group it. And I'm going to rename this switch. Okay, now we have all the elements we need, the radio button and the line. So let's see the animation. Switch to animate mode, and now I'm going to start with the on animation. So rename this on. And now what happened here is that in this moment, in the first moment, the position of the radio button is on the left here. And in one moment, I don't know where, maybe here in 20, the position of the radio button is here on the right. So I want to select both keys and add cubic interpolation and check this animation. Okay, now for the center, in this moment when the switch is off, the center is gray. So for that, I'm going to use the opacity. You can use the color, but in this case, I'm going to use the opacity and change the opacity to 20. And in this moment, when the switch is on, the center is black. So I'm going to change this to 100. And select both key and add a cubic interpolation. And check this animation. Okay. For the off animation, I'm going to duplicate this animation and change the position of the keys. Duplicate the animation, rename off. And now I'm going to move these keys here and this here, and this is 20. This way I have now the off animation. Okay, so we have the on animation and the off animation. Now I'm going to add the state machine to configure the switch. I'm going to add the state machine, and now I'm going to move this entry and the exit here because I don't want to use this now. I want to use any state. And the reason I want to use any state is because it's perfect to switch between states. So I'm going to move this animation of animation and out here and add transitions to each animation. The other thing I need is an input. And in this case, I want to use a Boolean. And the reason I want to use a Boolean is because this input have two states, when it's activated and when it's disabled. And it's perfect for this switch. So I'm going to rename this preset. And now here, to make this transition, what I need is a condition. So for example, in this transition to the off animation, what I need is a condition that is that the preset needs to be false. This does mean when the input is disabled, the animation jump to off. And for this transition, what I need is a condition that is that the preset needs to be true. This does mean when the preset is activated, the animation jumps to on. So I play the state machine and you can see how the state machine starts in off. And when I use the inputs, jump to on, off, on, off. And that's it. This is a simple way to create a switch using the state machine in Rive. Now I'm going to show you how you can improve this switch to create something more interesting. Okay, the first thing I'm going to change is the way the state machine starts. As you can see here, when I hit play, the radio button moves to the off position. And if the input is activated, when I hit play, the radio button moves to the on position. And this is okay, this is right, this is what we did. But what I don't like is, in this moment, when I hit play, this movement. What I want is when the state machine starts, the radio button is in the position. And for that, I need two animations more. One animation with the radio button in on position and the other animation with the radio button in the off position. So I'm going to add a new animation and rename start on. And here what I need is the position of the radio button in on. So I'm going to copy these keys and paste here. Now I'm going to move this here, add a new animation and rename this start off. And here what I need is the position of the radio button in off. So I'm going to copy these keys and paste here and move this animation here. Okay, so we have the start on with the position in on and start off with the position in off. Okay, back to the state machine. I'm going to remove these transitions, and in this case I don't want to use any state, I want to use entry. And the reason is because I need to add more transitions. The transitions that happen from any state take priority over the rest, and for the reason I can use any state. So I'm going to move these two animations here and add the new animations. Oops. Start off here and start on. And add transitions. Okay. And now, like we did before, I'm going to add the condition we need here. In this transition to the off animation, to the start off, what I need is that the condition needs to be false. For this transition to the start on, what I need is that the condition needs to be true. So now when I hit play, the radio button starts in the off position. And if the input is activated, when I hit play, the radio button starts in the on position. And this is good. This is what I want now. Okay. Now what I need is connect the rest of the animation. So I'm going to move this here and this here. Perfect. Here a little bit. Okay. Now in this transition, when the state machine start off, when I use the inputs need to jump to on. So this animation needs to be on. So I'm going to change this to on. And in this case, if the state machine start in on, when I use the input, need to jump to off. So this animation need to be off. Perfect. Now I'm going to add the transitions. And for these two animations, what I need is two transitions in opposite direction. And add the condition. In this case, to jump from off to on, what I need is that the condition needs to be true. And to jump from on, start on to off, what I need is that the transition needs to be false. And in this case, to jump from on to off, what I need is the transition need to be false. And in this case, to jump from off to on, what I need is this transition need to be on, need to be true. Okay, let's try this. I hit play and the radio button start in off because the input is disabled, and when I use the input, jump to on, off, off. And when the input is activated, when I hit play, the radio button start in on, and when I use the input, jump to off, on. The next thing I'm going to change is the animation, and for that, my idea is here in on animation, what I want is add a little bounce in the final position. And for that, I'm going to do this. Here, the position of the radio button is 50. What I'm going to do is move this position to 60. Okay, now, in one moment, I don't know where, maybe here in 30, I'm going to move the radio button back. And because the final position is 50, I'm going to move to 45. Now, we have the radio button go to 60, go back to 45. And now, in one moment, here where is more distance than this, I'm going to move the radio button to 52. And for the last, in this position, in the last is more distant than this, I'm going to move back the radio button to the final position that is 50. And add qubit interpolation. And check this. Okay, this is the bounce in the final position. And this works because the radio button are getting close to 50 in each key. And the space between the keys make the animation faster here and slow here. Now, let's see how works this in the state machine. I'm going to hit play, and the radio button start in the off position, and when I use the input, move to the on position. On, off, on, off. And here we can compare with the first switch we did. So I hit play and on, off, off. And the new one, I hit play and on, off, off. And you can see that this switch is more interesting. The way the state machine starts and this detail in the animation make the switch more interesting. And that's it. This is all about this tutorial. You can find the file in the description. You can use this file or you can create a new one for this tutorial. I hope you like this video. If you have any question, please leave the comment. Have fun and see you in the next.